What's going on, guys? Weekly update 5. Oh my days, 5 weekly updates over a month doing these videos. I don't know, like maybe time's just going so fast now. I'm like aging like dramatically now. I don't look like I'm aging dramatically, but it does actually feel like it hasn't even been a month. It feels like it's been like what, 2 weeks. So I'm absolutely like amazed that I'm actually done 5 these weeks. I didn't even think I was gonna do 1 or 2. Like I didn't think I was gonna get past my first video. I thought I was just gonna leave it and get bored and move on. 5 weekly updates, 5 whole weeks of doing this. Well, not 5 whole weeks, but 5 consecutive weeks of doing this, and I'm still going on. I haven't been more committed to do anything in my life. A little bit of a side note before we head into it. Doing these videos really helps me a lot. Ever since I've started doing these videos, it's pulled me out of a mad depression. It's actually made me into a different person. My mindset has changed. I've been rewired. I've been reconfigured. I've basically become a different person. I've become the best version of myself. I would have think that the dream would have actually just been to get rich, but actually it would be to make this channel very successful and hopefully spread the good word of me, and obviously to help everybody else, because that's what I kind of want to do. If I actually make money from this, then it's obviously helping me out, but I'm also giving out what I'm learning myself to you lot, which may also help you lot out too, because I know depression can be an ass, and I know that life can throw some really hard and heavy stones at you. Again, it's all just testing you, so just overcome it and just power through it and you will succeed. And the feeling of when you power over your depression and when you beat something you thought that was impossible, that gives out so much pride, like you feel so good inside because you've actually beaten something that's like your own demon. When you feel like you're depressed, it's always negative thoughts and feelings and everything that would make you feel down and push everybody away. You have to do the opposite of what depression is telling you, because it's not true. Depression is that little demon on your shoulder, right? And it's going, oh, this person doesn't like you. Oh, this place here, you're not doing anything, and all this crap. And you tell it to f off, and you tell it, right, okay, so if this person doesn't like me, then why is he or she spending time with me, and why is she actually making me feel happy, making me smile, being there, you know what I mean? Like, don't ever feel like people are there just to piss all over your parade, because that's when you lose everybody in life. And when you lose everyone in life, you become isolated. Fight the depression. That's what I mean by when I say fight depression. You have to fight it, because this depression is always against you. This depression is your biggest enemy in life. You're gonna listen to your enemy? You're gonna really listen to this piece of shit who's been shit posting and shit talking like right next to you? Do you not have the urge to just bang him out? Like, because if someone's turning around to you and giving you all this fucking negative vibes, you want to just bang him out because he's obviously pissed over your cornflakes here. So don't let this depression tell you how to deal with your life, right? You have to realize that people are out there to help you. People are out there to make sure that you feel happy. And if they don't, and if you see that, then you don't have to have them in your life. Side rant over. Message a day if you want. There you go. Another message a day of the week. So let's get into it. Okay. We're just going to start with the 5 main criteria and then the miscellaneous after. So we've got finance, education, social, mental and physical health, and then miscellaneous. If you ever think about anything else that I could add to the list, then just let me know, because I think I've gathered all the main parts that I need to talk about. But we're going to start with finance. Finance, hey? It's been quite stable, Obviously, you have a few little rats that come in and trying to like bleach money when they really have not even like the slightest bit of empathy for me when I was going through my situation. And they act like I owe them money. Well, guess what? You ain't getting a single penny out of me if you're watching this video. Sorry. But the people that I am bringing back the money, well, you know that I'm paying you back, so that's it. But for the rest of you fuckers, just cheeky, man, don't even start that. But there's only just one person that I'm just not paying back, so that's it. The people I am paying back, I'm paying you back, and I've told you you're paying me back. So that's all getting sorted, because I'm the person that, if I'm in your pocket, I won't be stuck in your pocket. But when people take the piss like this one fucking person does, man, do you think I'm a fucking bank account or something? Like, this person has like a freaking big house and a big car and has all these properties and shit. Then they both fucking work full time and they're probably like eating steak and drinking Chardonnay out of a freaking glass every freaking day. But yeah, they're trying to like flipping mooch off like people that are homeless are living on 80 quid a fucking week. Literally need that money to survive and pay for my gas and my electric and my fucking council tax. It's a fucking struggle, right? Paying my fucking car insurance. Yeah, because that don't come free. Yeah, and petrol, because that don't come free either. In my car for commuting, especially getting the flipping the furniture in here. How do you think I got half the freaking furniture here? Because man and van services are like, what, 60 quid, 70 quid a pop? No one's got money for that. It's cheaper just getting petrol. Other than them f***ing reprobates, it's been quite stable. There's not really much I can really go on really. I mean, I have bought like a couple of other things to get me by. Everything is just quite a tight sector, but again, I'm not focusing on money right now. I'm just focusing on settling in here, just working on myself, which is the vital part, because I feel like, right, I'm just gonna explain why I'm not focusing on finance like right now, and it's a very good reason why. Now, I've told people that have asked me, or I feel like I need to tell them why, but the reason why I don't go out and get a job right now is because I live in this flat, and this flat mainly covered by the council because they had to draft me from a hostel. They can't just put you into a place you physically can't afford, you know, they can't do that. Because I was living in a hostel, I had no set income because I couldn't work in a hostel. I previously turned around to a hostel, said I want to move out and I want to go out working and stuff, but they didn't get the I want to go out and work part. They just said I want to move out. So they put me on, like, I don't know if it was like they knew I wanted to leave. But then again, everyone in that hostel wanted to leave. I still don't understand why I left, but I have no clue. It's not like I've had good behaviour or anything, because you'd think, well, if I had good behaviour then they'd want me to stay because it's just less work for them. But again, I don't know. That side went over. This place costs a freaking bomb. Now, how the British tax system works is you have housing benefit, which is what I said from the first week that I had to claim housing benefit to live here by force, because it's a benefit where you basically have your rent kind of paid for, but the con of it is you can't work. Because as soon as you start working over a set time, you'll technically get your housing benefits stopped. And the average amount of money you make a month as a British taxpayer is like, if you do 40 hours, it's like 800 to a grand, you know, that's probably like the low end. But that's like, if you just want to get yourself a job with like minimum wage, and you're looking at about a grand, 800 quid, something like that. This place, rent alone, right, is £381 a week, a freaking week, which means it's way over a grand a month, which means even if I worked my freaking arse off in a job, I wouldn't have the money to pay for 1 month's rent, let alone you have to pay gas, you have to pay electric, you have to pay council tax. I don't know anyone that pays TV license, but yeah, I don't know anyone that pays water bill, but yeah, probably many other things like Netflix subscription or what the hell, right, you know, just little things like that. You couldn't even get any of that. You couldn't even be in 4 walls of this place and survive with a minimum wage job. So I've basically been put into this property that's expensive as because it is penthouse, it is high up, but they've netted me. I can't work, and it's only housing benefit that's actually stabilizing me here, because I can't physically work, because as soon as I work I'll be on the streets. That's how the system works here. That's why I can't go out and get a job, because it's physically not feasible, and it's dumb as to get myself working 40 hours a week just to be on my arse again. Then I'm back to probably Lily Walker. Then I'm back to Hillcrest or wherever the hell they will put me. Just because I decided, oh, I'm going to work. You can't work. You can't work on housing benefit. That's how the system runs. That's how the government is. It's stupid. It should be the opposite way around. But yeah. So that's finance out of the way. I just want to brush that off. Education. Well, you already know from the last video that they sent me a like, oh, congratulations, you got into the college, well done, yes, yeah, which was absolutely brilliant until I finished editing. It was during the editing that I got that, and I thought, oh yeah, finally they've actually got me to flipping plays. I mean, it took them long enough, so I was actually not that going mental over it, because I was kind of a bit like, well, about time, you know what I mean, like, you know, Saved by the Goddamn Bell. And then it was just freaking typical, wasn't it? Because as soon as I opened up my portal, they were like, can consider this, but we still want proof of residency. I've already sent them proof of residency, but they want it again. It's like they've lost their files or something. I'm like, sakes. They have this feature where you have to either take a photo or you send in a file. So I sent in the file to my proof of residency, tried to send it, file size is too large. I thought, well, okay, I'll use a camera, because then a camera would actually lower down the resolution so you can send it. No, it doesn't, because it's still too large. So I rang them up. And you could tell that the receptionists are absolute bright sparks when they say good morning when it's like 4 in the afternoon. They basically looked, and then I was talking to her for like half an hour, and she was trying to like understand a fucking link I was saying. We're basically fucking neighbours in country. It's like she's either not listening, because it's not like I'm talking in like, you know, broad fucking Brummy or anything. You're not going like that, you know. But it's like these people, you can't actually like speak to them and then they just have no idea what you're saying. It's like, come on, man. It's not like I'm speaking like a freaking junkie now, is it? It's like I was talking to you right now. It's like she couldn't understand that. And it's not like she had a bad reception or anything. She just couldn't understand a word I was saying. So she's a lost cause. So I was trying to explain to her for half an hour, and she gave up. And then she was like, I'll get you to someone who's like less of a fucking muppet. She went over and brought me to this guy, and this guy was like, yeah, you have to have proof of residency. You have to send that in. So I sent him the form that I wanted to send to him through like a PDF document, like a Word document, and I sent it to him. My phone decided to play silly buggers and sent him the empty document, because you had to do his document. He decided to send him the empty document when it saved as the actual document, so he tried to play silly buggers with me, so I had to actually save it onto a separate file and then send that. So now I'm waiting for that to come back, so I don't know how long that's going to take, but they're pressing time here because I'm getting sick and tired of trying to get this all sorted out, and it's like everything is taking like way too long. It's like the world's slowest connection. It's like playing a game where like the frames drop so freaking low it's kind of unplayable, sort of like frustrating. This college is like working on like 3 frames per goddamn second here. They need to again, that's kind of stressing me out because they're just so slow. It's like services are so slow, but I want to get this done. You know, I want to get all this sorted and just spend the rest of my time focusing on other things to do with myself, but the services are goddamn slow and they need to hurry the f up, okay? Because I'm getting sick and tired of being too goddamn patient with them. It is testing my freaking patience. Like, it's been like over a month and I've literally had like one thing back, and I don't even know how long it is going to take. I've only applied for one freaking course and it's taking way too long. Again, that's kind of stressing me out, which it's not making me depressed. I'm not slipping back. We'll brush over to social sites. So these are the happy. So they're the 2 that I just want to get out of the way. They're the 2 that just are doing my freaking nutting right now. So I just wanted to get them out of the way. So it's more than likely all positive from here, right? So this is the positive channel. That was all the stuff I just wanted to throw out at you, and this is the rest of it, right? So the social side, it's been great. I've been getting on my neighbours a hell of a lot. I've been talking to a lot of friends. I've been helping them out. I've been trying to talk to them and trying to get them out of a depressive state, because I've been rekindling flames with a load of different people. I tend to get a bit, right, so I'm having a conversation with you, right? So okay, so then I'm looking up back at the messages because I'm not trying to like, you know, act like I don't care. It's just because I'm talking to so many people, I get views on who I'm talking to. So I do try to go up and be like, oh yeah, and then I go through that. So I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm a bit of a slow beam when I'm talking to people. It's all good, you know, because you know everyone's on a different level at the moment, and people are coping in different ways. I have some people that are kind of struggling a little bit, so I'm trying to help them out, trying to motivate them, trying to get them out the door, trying to kick them up the arse, and make them feel like, you know, they're not alone, and there's people and services out there that would help them, and they just need to find themselves and just be happy and working around what's their problems and trying to help them forward, because that's what I'm trying to do with the people that I'm with at the moment. I mean, some people try and like private depression, which is why I'm saying that earlier on, that the depressive side, you've got to push that out the window, because that's just the negative side. That's like the freaking Grima worm tongue of, you know, your life. And if you haven't watched Lord of the Rings, then what's wrong with you? Okay? But if you watched Lord of the Rings, then you'd get that reference, because that Grima worm tongue is literally your goddamn depression, and it's cursed you, and you don't need that, and you need a freaking Gandalf with his freaking staff and his white cloaks and crap releasing you.
Forgive me. I mistook you for Saruman.
I am Saruman.
Rather Saruman as he should have been.
You fell.
Through fire and water. From the lowest dungeon to the highest peak, I fought him in the Balrog of Morgoth. Until at last I threw down my enemy and smote his ruin upon the mountainside. Darkness took me, and I strayed out of thought and time. The stars wheeled overhead, and every day was as long as a life age of the earth. But it was not the end. I felt life in me again. I've been sent back until my task is done. Gandalf? Yes. That was what they used to call me. Gandalf the Grey. That was my name.
Gandalf.
I am Gandalf the White. And I come back to you now. At the turn of the tide.
And I'm your Gandalf. Okay, so you've always got that. You know, you got a friend in me. Some Toy Story reference there. Social's been really good. I've been actually trying to like help my friends out. I've been slowly paying back people who deserve to get paid. Yeah, everything's just been really good, you know, so can't really complain, can't moan. I've just been really happy with social, so it's all been good, really good. I didn't go down this man club on Monday. That was because I was actually doing a message a day and I didn't do the track and trace form. That was because I knew I had to do a video on Monday because I thought, well, I didn't do a video over the weekend because I was so busy doing other things. So I thought, well, I'll do it on Monday. Then I was like, all right, I'll have to kind of like compensate not doing it. So I ended up doing a video instead, which it was kind of my own therapy. So I'm not actually, no, it's not like I've left myself short. You know, I did feel good when I did it. I did feel quite appreciated when I did it. I will more than likely fill the track and trace form whilst I'm editing. So I will get to do the Andy's Man Club on Monday. So I'll see you guys then. And like I said, in just a general summarization, you know, it's all good. You know, I do like the social side. Social side's been really good. So I've been really happy about it. Again, always the fun one. Mental and physical health. Mental and physical health. Well, mental health, it's been freaking great. Despite the stresses of the first two columns, yeah, they've kind of tried to knock me back into that sort of state, but you gotta think, I'm stronger than that now. I've overcome everything. There's nothing that they could throw at me. There's nothing that, you know, anything could ever do to actually push me back in there, because I've got not only the people around me helping me, the people that are supporting me whilst I'm supporting them, but I've also got my own mind and my own motivation and my own drive. I can get further than what they're trying to push me down to, and they don't even know it. I've got serious potential, but I've also got the determination. And if you know why I said it in that way, it's because if you watched my last video, you kind of understand why. I didn't want to shit on people's praise by saying that, like, oh, well, when they said I had potential, I was literally just trying to say, like, I want to actually show these people that I'm more than just saying I've got potential. I want to show them that I actually want to go out there and do things, you know. I didn't want to actually like offend anyone. I just wanted to say, I know I've got potential, but I want to show you that I'm going to get there. It's good that you say I've got potential, but I want to actually show you I've got determination as well. You know, I want to show you I actually got drive and I actually want to move forward, you know, and that's kind of how I'll kind of put it. I have a hard way of describing things sometimes, but I'm getting better. It's just a very slow process. But despite all the negative stuff, yeah, you know, like my mental health has been quite impeccable, you know, but I've actually been so like calm and collected about all the stuff that's actually happened. You know, it wasn't long until like I kind of just broke through all the negative side and I started bouncing back to my old self. All it really takes, like if you have like a bad day, which is what I find, or if someone's doing your freaking nutting, like some people this week, sometimes just talking to someone. Hey, I even had someone who used to live with in Lily Walk, and he was just moaning about his own stuff, but somehow I kind of felt not better, but I kind of felt like, you know, he kind of just diverted me from thinking what my problems were, and then it kind of made me think, you know, the whole time I was in a conversation I wasn't thinking about my own problems, I was invested about what he was saying. I actually just wonder, just by talking to people and having someone just to tell you just out of some bullshit or something real that's happening in their life really doesn't matter. As long as they're diverting you away from a conversation, it's an absolute freaking lifesaver for your mind. And that's another little trick. Whenever you feel depressed, always just go on and talk to people and turn around and go, how was your day? You know, and actually have them rant on to you and try to be on their level, because if it weirdly works, it's just weird. I don't get it, but it does. When you have something on your mind that you can't shift off, and having someone else just go on about their day and try to disconnect with your own life and try to like let them rant on and let them just sit there and go on and on and on, and then you kind of just forget about your own problems. Because some people kind of go, oh, I have my own problems to deal with, and therefore I don't want to deal with other people's problems. And yeah, that's fair enough, you know. There's only so much baggage you can take. I guess it's like how you utilize it, you know. Like the way I did it was he was just going on, and he was saying some pretty like questionable and controversial things that would have made me just flare up in the past, but I didn't. I just let him talk, and I was like, you know, just brush it, and then just kept on letting him talk. And even when he was saying all this controversial stuff that I don't quite agree with, it's kind of pushing whatever I've got in the way and kind of making me think, well, I could say that, you know, he's wrong, but then again, I'll just rather let him rant because he sounds like he's a good rant. It weirdly works. So yeah, it doesn't mean you have to go ringing me up and telling me all your problems and hard doings. Like, it's just it's like, it doesn't even have to be in a negative way. Just be like, sometimes you can just have a friend to be there and just take your mind off it and talk about whatever you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be negative, it doesn't have to be positive, it can just be whatever the hell, right? It's just taking your mind off it and being around people, having a good laugh, you know, and doing what you got to do, you know. That's probably the best way to end up like getting all them negative thoughts out of your head. So definitely mental health, first week that's actually been a little bit turbulent, but it was easily patched. There's not really much problem, and it's still all good, you know, still enjoying everything. And then physical health, it's been great. I mean, like, I've been eating a lot. Mental health kind of dropped, tried to resist my weight. I don't know if everyone knows in this, but when I tend to stress, I lose a ton of weight. Do you know, my first video, I was actually like 6 or 7 stone because of how much weight I've lost. And that was just from like not even like a month worth of stress. I was going through my depression, you know, like from 9 stone to 6 stone in like what, 2-3 weeks. It's a serious concern. Like, this because I've got a high tolerance of adrenaline. My body doesn't go into flight mode anymore. It always goes into fight mode. And when it goes into fight mode, it uses up adrenaline, and adrenaline basically stops you from eating, basically overacts your mind, and you start pacing. You just basically you turn into like a super accelerator. All the energy and all the stored food, whatever, stored nutrients just basically gets dissolved, and therefore you just lose weight. Like, you rapidly lose weight, and it's really like a detrimental health concern. It's really bad. I mean, it happened like a little bit, but then again, I tried to drink some milk and I fight it, and I fought and I powered through it, and I just went and back to normal again. It didn't, like I say, that little spat didn't really take that long. It took about like 20 minutes, half an hour, and then I was back to my old self. So it's not like pressure or anything now really has like any chance of fighting me anymore, so I don't even know why it's even bothering. But I mean, I've been doing, like I say, I've been going back to my old routine. Now I've got some things in this property, so I'm kind of slowly worming my way back in there. I'm now on the benchmark of 60 press-ups and 150 sit-ups. So I thought I was recording the sit-up part and didn't. Yeah, so I've only got the press-ups part. This will be like lapping over this video anyway, so it's not like you're not getting anything. Honestly, I haven't checked the mirror in a while, and goddamn, like, I've actually got back to my old body, like my old situation. That was literally took like what, like a just over a month worth of like being like Jack freaking Skeleton to being the way I was. But again, I'm not done. I'm gonna get bigger, I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna get stronger and more driven. I want to be better than what I was. I don't want to be the same as what I was. I want to be better. 60 is a good benchmark. I'm pushing 70, so I'm going to be doing 70. And I'll be doing 80, and I'll be doing 90, and so on. And I've been eating a lot of dairy, a lot of other foods, and trying different things, and absolutely smashing it. That's what I have to do, and that's what I'm actually doing right now. Now you've got miscellaneous. So miscellaneous is, have I got anything else to add? When I got a new chest of drawers, I've actually started to play the actual fucking game now. I actually started playing Black Ops Cold War. I didn't think I'd actually start liking zombies, but I had one game and then I was like, I was on like, I think I was on like Firebreak or something like that. And then I was like, it was alright. And then I went on, was it D Machine? Die Machine or whatever the hell it's called. And I started playing a few rounds of that. And I just slowly started to get like really invested in it and got really good at it. I think it only took like to get to 4 rounds and I was already like round 30, and then I started using like the actual cannon, like the pack-a-punch and stuff. That's brilliant. Like I think all these little quirks and things on the zombies are just brilliant. Like the game's great. The only problem I have with first-person shooters is that like now I've kind of like rewired myself. I only can play like games for like what 1-2 hours before I get freaking sick and tired and bored of playing them. So, but it's good when I play them, because then I get like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a few games. Then that's it. I do like a few games and then I just go do something else and I go watch like my motivation videos and do press-ups and sit-ups and eat loads of food, go out and do things and have a bit of a drive or whatnot. That's what I kind of end up doing more now than I used to. I'm playing the games again, so it's pretty awesome. Do like it. Do appreciate playing my game, like having actual time to go playing the games and do what I want now, so I'm actually pretty pleased with that. There's another thing as well. I actually got a letter from the psychiatrist, so they're saying that they want me to ring them up for an appointment. Even though now it feels like it's a bit freaking too late, but I'm still going to go through it anyway. The more I can utilize how I actually am, and obviously I'm just going to take it with a grain of salt. If I feel that these psychiatrists got their freaking heads too far up their own asses, then no, because I need tools. I don't need them to try and mansplain things to me if I already know what they're already telling me. I'm taking that with a grain of salt, but I will make an appointment and I will see how it goes. So I will do that, but it doesn't mean that it's going to make me 100%, because I've been through psychiatry before and half of them absolute posters. Like they just talk a load of shit. And I don't even know why they're psychologists. They just have no clue. But again, I'm just taking it, I'm trying it out, so I'm going to put my name down and see what happens. And I'll let you know how that happens. And that will go toward the mental health side of my weekly updates. I might have another video on Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday for message a day. I don't even know why I call it message a day. I mean, I was talking to my neighbour about yesterday, like, why do I even call it message a day when I'm not doing it every goddamn day? It's just message a day, it's stuck now, so just freaking go with it. I don't know, mate. Maybe I'll just come up with a new flashier word one day, but right now it's just message a day until I put like 2 brain cells together and think of a flashier, more ultimate name. I'll have to just adapt with that in its own time. I have to go on about my weekly update. I don't think there's anything else I really need to talk about. All I have to do now is I have to edit 35 minutes worth of footage. So that's going to take me an entire goddamn day. So that means that I'll end up having to edit, fan out my flipping smoke breaks, have a ton of milk, yogurt, crisps, other food, probably have like a banquet all around this desk, and orange juice, multivitamin juice, just whatever, like everything is going to be planted around whilst I do this freaking humongous flipping edit. And it's probably going to take me until late night, probably even the morning. I'm going to smash that out today. That's pretty much on my agenda. Without a moment of due, I don't want to keep myself till like 3 in the morning, so I'll see you soon, yeah.